how he must be morally conflicted in terms of you know, especially when Kreese says, you know, I want him out of commission. Bobby feels really, really bad. Not to mention, of course, you know, Bobby Brown, and this was around the time too of maybe a little bit later, Bobby Brown's song. It was a different Bobby Brown, but My Prerogative, I think is right. But and then later with Ghostbusters 2, his Bobby Brown. So, but that's a different Bobby Brown. But in any event, and then also Dutch. What's like? I always thought. Here's another 80s reference for anyone who might know. I know that Dutch is portrayed by, what's his name? Chad McQueen, I think that's his name. And this is the son of Steve McQueen. That's my understanding anyway. But Dutch, the way that Dutch looks, I love the hair. Oh, it's so great. And just that really, really intimidating effect that Dutch has, you know, one of the members of the Cobra Kai. And I always thought, I didn't realize it until maybe fairly recently, but I don't know about, do you know, does anyone know the 80s TV sitcom called Family Ties? Family Ties. Does anyone know this? I love Family Ties, you know, with Michael J. Fox but there's a character that appears on Family Ties somewhat later in one of the later seasons. This is Mallory's boyfriend. Mallory's boyfriend, who is Nick, and Nick is played by the actor Scott Valentine. But you know, if you know Family Ties, hey, so that's Nick, right? Nick and Dutch look so similar that for a while I thought maybe, are they the same person? Is Mallory's boyfriend Dutch? And if that's the case, you know, my young 80s kid mind was blown, but it was perhaps in a direction that was antithetical to the truth. But in any event, they do have a certain similarity, Dutch and Nick. But in any event, so Family Ties and Karate Kid. But in any event, yes. So Ali has some martial arts moves there as well. I know too, early on in the film when Ali is seen doing, I think it's cheerleading practice or tryouts, or you see Elizabeth Shue do an actual flip. Do you see that? That was amazing. The Elizabeth Shue flip is amazing. That too, and the William Zabka the Johnny jump when he does the thing on the mat at the end there. I can't quite do it. And then when he's on a kneeling position and jumps up, like most of the other Cobra Kai students can do in the do. That is really impressive. So the William Zabka, the flip jump, and then the Elizabeth Shue flip, that was really amazing. Absolutely amazing. And speaking of Elizabeth Shue gestures, I have to say too, I love you're the best, right? All right, Daniel, you're the best. So it's when it's Ali, right, who says that off camera. You're the best. So she introduces the song, You're the Best. So I'd like to think that it's thanks to Elizabeth Shue and her line, You're the Best, that we get the great, you're the best, all right? Nothing's gonna ever get it done. And you got the whole sequence there. And I love the bit where, I think it's, what's the guy's name? The Cobra Kai, I want to say it's Richardson. I forget the name, but when Daniel's fighting one of the Cobra Kai early on in the tournament, and it's, you're the best, and it's he wins, and Mr. Miyagi's standing there, and Elizabeth Shue's Ali's like, yeah, Mr. Miyagi, yeah, he's winning. I love the Elizabeth Shue, she's got the great smile, and it's like, I love the Elizabeth Shue. Oh, am I out? Oh. Here we go. I love the Elizabeth Shue fist bump. That's really great. That's really wonderful. So, but any event, let's see. So that, yeah. And then I have to say this before I forget. I love how, well, when Dutch fights Daniel at the All Valley, Dutch doesn't bow to him. He just stands there. You're the best. Nothing. You're the best. Winner. So, and then when Johnny fights Daniel at the end there, Daniel bows to the referee, and then face the opponent, bow. So Daniel bows in reverence to his opponent as well. Johnny gives a little nod like that, And it's very slight and very subtle. It's not like a Dutch no nod thing. It's not a full-blown nod like Daniel does, but it's a kind of this, the Johnny nod at the final battle there at the All Valley, right? I don't want to get into too much details. It's like it's one of the coolest nods. It's kind of like Michael Caine's nod in The Dark Knight Rises. The Batman film, The Dark Knight Rises. That film is like Michael Caine does the thing with his credit card, and he's like, That's just like, so it's almost as though Michael Caine saw the Karate Kid and he saw Johnny's nod, which is like, oh, oh, so great. It's like, who has who has the subtler nod in the history of nod making in in movies? Is it William Zabka's Johnny, or is it Michael Caine's Alfred? So if they had a nod off, who would, so it'd be like they're standing there, it's like, all right, Michael Caine, show me your best subtle nod, and Michael Caine's, all right. And then William's got, yeah, that's good, but here, try this. Oh, and then Michael Caine, oh, that was a good nod. But how about this? And Williams, so anyway, sorry about that. The nod's really important in the All Valley, definitely. Now that, and the way that I love the hands. So this is I can't do it very. So this is Daniel LaRusso. This is Ralph Macchio. Like this, right? He's got his hands like this, right? And I love Tommy, right? He's got the thing where it's just, he's so angry, right? Whenever Tommy gets flared up in the fight at the end, he gets so angry that he sticks his pinkies up like this. You notice, like this? It's like, did it best. No. So that's Tommy, right? Tommy's his name, right? So I love that. So that's Tommy's pose. And then this is Daniel's pose. And then Johnny, and then Dutch, Nick, Mallory's boyfriend, Dutch. It's just, yeah. I'm Dutch. No, I don't have to. I'm Dutch. So anyway, and then Elizabeth Shue. Yeah. All right. Great. Danny Smith. What would the crane pose look like with a cane head nod? Oh. Gosh. Well, actually, you know what? When the close-up on Daniel's face when he's in the crane pose, you can actually see him. His head is bobbing up and down. So you can almost say that the answer to your question, Danny, lies in that shot of Daniel just at the moment, just when after Kreese says, finish him. Actually, also there's you know what? Come to think of it, there's a lot of Michael Caine, Alfred, Dark Knight Rises head nods at that moment. So you've got William Zabka at the beginning of the fight. They're going like this. You've got also, I think also there's some Kreese like Michael Caine nods. Do it like when he's going like, but also Daniel. You can see him, and his head kind of goes like. That's pretty Michael Caine-y, wouldn't you say? And then also, there's a moment when Mr. Miyagi's looking at that, and then the bill, da 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 da, and Mr. Miyagi's like, so there's actually a lot of Michael Caine head nods there. Good call, Danny. I agree. I absolutely agree. That would be great. And then, but could you imagine Michael Caine in making a cameo at the end? If you had Karate Kid directed by Christopher Nolan, you had everyone doing I don't know, like, and then all of a sudden, it's like, like all of a sudden, there's Tom Hardy, there's Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and there's Michael Caine, and there's John David Washington, there's Cillian Murphy, and everyone's doing the head nod, and then like Mr. Miyagi, no. You all think you can do the head nod, but only, you gotta watch this, Yeah, and then Michael Caine's, no, Mr. Miyagi, no. You want to see the head nod? Someone get me my wallet. I need to pull out my credit card when I do it. Okay, here. Okay, so he's got the wallet and opened the credit card. Mr. Miyagi, take a look at this. Pulls out the credit card. There we go. And Mr. Miyagi's not impressed. He's like, no. We'll have to settle this another time. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm completely getting ahead of myself. And so anyway, thank you so much for this, my dear friend. So let's end with a proper Karate Kid Johnny Williams Zabka. You can end it with your whatever choice. You can end it with a nod. That's like William Zabka and Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. A la Michael Caine in The Dark Knight Rises, like this. Or I can do how I'd like to end it with the great, wonderful Elizabeth Shue fist bump during You're the Best. So I'm going to trail off with some lyrics from You're the Best. So as I say that, you can choose whatever you prefer or not, whatever the case may be. But anyway, don't forget, you're the best around. Nothing's going to ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's going to ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Thank you very much, my dear friends. And thank you. Or, in the words of Mr. Miyagi, come back tomorrow. Thank you.